Mammoth Lakes, California, a place of nature, expedition, and adventure. Although skiing, snowboarding, biking, fishing, and many other activities dominate the town, it's still clear that tennis remains an important part of the culture of the town of Mammoth Lakes. My name is Joe Alteffer and I'm 16 years old. I started playing on the community courts when I was around 3 years old, and then my family moved to San Diego, California when I was 5 or 6. However, every single summer I return to go play on these courts and help with the clinics with Kyle, as well as play other people around the town. These courts inspired me to continue tennis and become the junior tennis player I am today down in San Diego. And through the junior clinics that Kyle let me be a part of, it taught me how to deal with children and how to develop bonds and many other life lessons that will carry through the rest of my life and mold the person who I am. When I heard that these courts were going to be torn down, it was almost like a part of my childhood was going to be ripped away from me, and I knew I couldn't just let that happen. That's why I wanted to represent how important these courts are to me, as well as many others across the town of Mammoth Lakes.
My name is Adam Powell. I am 42 years old. I've been playing tennis since I was about 14. I live in Crowley. I've been here in the Mammoth area for about 4 years now.
I think I first found out about the community courts because I had started going over and playing at Snow Creek, and people at Snow Creek told me that there was another group that played on Sundays at the community courts. So I started coming over for that. The community courts are really important because a lot goes on at Snow Creek, and not everybody is a member for that matter. And a lot of people who come up for the weekends or for a week during the summer and just want to go out and play, they don't have a membership, and so they come to the community courts where it's free. And if they didn't have that, things would be a lot worse for tennis players. I think there are a lot of people in town who would support these courts if they knew that there was a chance they would go away. And I would love to see the city put some money into them and into maintaining them and making them safe for everybody. But I would also love to see the whole town get involved and try to raise some money somehow to help maintain them, year after year, because they take a beating with all the snow. There's no way around it.
Okay, so my name is Laura Elliott. I'm 27 years old. I'm on ski school in the winter, and during the summer, this is my first summer officially out here since I was little. I'm originally from here, but I've mainly grown up in Texas. I discovered the courts from family friends who were playing already, and I just started playing on them this summer, so I'm a newer player. So I would be affected because I'm super sad, especially since I just started being able to play here, that if they're gone, I wouldn't really know where to go, and I don't know, it's been a nice activity, and that's how I like to work out, so I'd be really upset about that. So I've been doing the clinics here, and it's been a really great way to meet people and get out there in the outdoors and everything, so I'd be just super upset if it was taken away.
There it is. Ready? Step.
My name is Kaya Ramos. I'm 13 years old. I was born in Illinois and now I live here, and I'm going to be a freshman in high school. The first time that we discovered these courts was probably 7 or 8 years ago, and that's when we started playing. I think that if the courts were torn down, then I don't think I would play as much, because usually my dad and I come in the evenings to play after school. I think that these courts are important and they should be taken care of better so that more people come out to play and the whole community is more active.
Hi, my name is Kyle Osland, and I'm 47 years old, and I've been the head tennis pro here at the community courts for the last 5 years for the town of Mammoth Lakes. If the courts here if we were to have no community courts locally, personally it would affect me most by an absence of community. The community courts are like their name. It has become a center of community for me. So although I lose the tennis part of it, I would more miss the community dimension of it. Personally, I'd always approached the sport from the athletic side of it and only focused on the professional dimension of the sport, but I've really come the last 5 years to realize how the courts here are just such a center of community, and it plays such an important role, even though it may not be a large portion of the population. For the portion that's here, it's essential to the local community here.
Please save the courts. Every resort community, every community needs community courts for people to play. Save the courts.
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 Save the courts.